The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Vikings on Monday night.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard Game. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And right away, he lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road to the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Throwing Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game. They certainly don't want to be able to field that. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Here's Jackson. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Jones throwing on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 34. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Up the middle with Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. To Barkley on the check down. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tanner Hudson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in this wild card game. Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins now. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pick.
On 2nd down, Cook. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. They run it again with Cook. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tay Crowder. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins
to the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the first down.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Daniel Jones and the Giants head back to work. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley.
Jones pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Barkley again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. First down. Here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, here's the run with Cook.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. On the move to his left. And that will be incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down.
So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete to Slayton. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll look to throw again. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a give to Barkley. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Weekend. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 31-9, the final. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Barkley again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. A third down gain of 19.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Saquon Barkley, and not much running room, down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now a hit and a loose football.
On the play. By the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. They should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. 4 yards on the pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Dances by him, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed a pass and lost yardage on the play.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%. 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
A first down carry for Barkley. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cousins to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Cousins again. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Throwing, Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a long read. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. If this game continues the way it's gone, it'll be, well, somewhat of an upset. 5-4, not huge, but still the big thing, winning on the road to stay alive. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, when you pointed out that 5-4, first thing that flashed through my head was college basketball. When they get to their tournament, right?
Yeah, like the 8-9 seed first-round game.
Right, you always look at that before you fill out your brackets, don't you? And you got to figure out which one you're going to pick, that 9 seed over the 8. And sometimes even that 7-10 game feels the same way. Not much difference between the two teams. Give them a lot of credit, though, for going on the road and getting it done in this one.
Yeah, that's a difference. NCAA tournament neutral site here on the road and putting some people on notice. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it. Now the ball comes loose, but I believe the Giants got this back and they will hold on to the possession. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jones now on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They'll run with Barkley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he showed the line to gain. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 13. 55 seconds remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. That'll be caught. It's Reagor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's got Reagor. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Cousins now from the 50. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Here's Cousins.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. On 2nd and 10. Cousins. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for K.J. Osborne. Incomplete. Results.
4th down, Cousins. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.